What is going on, my fellow Rocket League people? Thank you for tuning in today for a little bit of Div A action between Backboard Bros and Despicable Miis. But before we get further into things, I just want to introduce my co-caster here, my captain for Div B, Kinda Super Dubs. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't know if you were gonna ask me a question or not, but I'm looking forward to this. We got two of arguably the top two teams in Div A, so I'm really looking forward to watching some really high-skill Rocket League tonight.
For sure, for sure. You know, we have two very heavy stacked teams. Obviously, Backboard Bros led by Remzik, and Despicable Me is led by Ecrux. Both very good players. Remzik known for his, abilities and stuff. Gonna hopefully try to go for the 4-peat this semester. And Ecrux just an overall very good player here. But without further ado, let's get into some stats. We see Div A stats here with Despicable Miis being the undefeated team with a 3-0 record, winning 75% of their games. So they're pretty good. They're pretty good to say the least. And obviously shots, they're leading the league, and assists. So big time passing play, and they can definitely capitalize off those passes because obviously leading in both those categories definitely. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just a big jumble of words, but very good team here from Despicable Miis.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they've won every single game in 4. I don't think they've swept, and I don't think they've gone to 5. So, it'll be interesting to see if they keep that trend going. But and one thing that I noticed was that yes, they're leading in assists, but they don't have a lot of goals that go in without an assist. So everybody's kind of getting involved when they're getting opportunities. And I mean, less than a goal a game is unassisted. So
Yeah.
really high skill.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely looking like that. Definitely stats wise, and obviously Backboard Bros 2-1, so not very far behind. And they're not leading in anything, but who knows? Maybe they figure something out here to defeat this Despicable Me's team. I wouldn't put it past them. But getting into more specific stuff here, we have Backboard Bros, like I had said earlier, led by Remzik, followed by Aquatoad and Hambungus. I will say, we'll get into the other team stats here in a second, but I did queue with Ham and Spoopyman last night. We did pretty good. You were there to kind of witness that.
I was.
Yeah, Ham and Spoop. Those two guys are pretty good buddies, and they're going against each other tonight, so that should be a very interesting thing to see. But besides that, we see Remzik leading in saves and shots per game with 2.93 and 5.29. You expect nothing less from him, and all pretty much leading in every single category except for the demos a game that's taken by the guy Aquatoad here with 1.03. Very good demo stat to have. Doing very good there. But yeah, I mean, Backboard Bros, very well-rounded team. All these guys are very good, and they have very unique skill sets.
Yeah, I mean, Remzik is kind of the do-it-all guy. If I'm not mistaken, he's second in goals per game, and it's a very close second. So he's practically leading in almost everything. So he's gonna have to either do what he normally does or pass the torch this series, because I don't know what Ecrux's plan going into this series is, if he's going to try and shut down Remzik or how he's going to do that. So I'm interested to see if Aqua or Ham can kind of step it up and get a couple more goals per game this series.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll switch over here to Despicable Me's stats, the 3-0 team. If you want to give a shout about these guys here real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've seen them on stream. I've played with Spoop a couple times. Hypnotic, I think I've played a couple Sixers games with him, but I don't think I've seen anything on Ecrux. I've seen some things in Clips channels, but I mean, 38% shooting is quite insane at this level. You would like to see Spoop get a couple more shots to go, but I mean, these guys are just peppering the net. Like we said before, they're league leading in shots per game. So, I mean, they're going to have a lot of offensive pressure, but it'll just come down to if they're able to get the shots to go in.
Yeah. No, for sure. And shout out to Silk here giving a tier 1 sub. Thank you for that, man. But yeah, no, I mean, you encapsulated that very well. Obviously, not league leading in any individual stats, but these guys are all so close in pretty much every stat. I think the only one that's kind of a little bit of a difference is the goals per game by Spoopy. But I mean, with Hypnotic and Ecrux both having over 1 goal a game, very good stat to have there. Obviously, shots, they're all very near 3, if not well over 3, which is also insane. So, very offensive team here. What's their saves here? And they're all getting very close to 1 save a game. So I mean, their rotations are just going to be pristine. They're all going to be doing kind of even damage. And yeah, very threatening team. And that 3-0 record kind of speaks for that. But before,
yeah, I'd like to add on to that. With Despicable Miis, you kind of have that 1-2 punch of Ecrux and Hypnotic. They're pretty close in pretty much every stat. Like, they're both shooting, I mean, practically a third shooting percentage, and they're both scoring over a goal a game. So if it seems like they found a really good 1-2 punch. And with Backboard Bros, it's pretty much been like the Remzik show. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how those two like team chems kind of work out. But go on.
Yeah. I mean, when isn't it the Remzik show? Let's be real here.
True.
Warranted Remzik glaze. But anyway, we're going to wait for these guys to all join up here. Looks like these guys maybe overstayed their time here. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be going at 9 o'clock. Almost certain. Pretty sure.
Yeah, but what's a Dcrl stream without a little bit of scuff?
Yeah, always waiting on people, jeepers. But anyway, what would your prediction be for this series here today?
I really like the 1-2 punch that Despicable Miis has, so I'm gonna have to go Despicable Miis. I'm gonna go in 5 just because you can't fully bet against Remzik. I mean, the glaze this series is going to be, I feel, pretty high. But I'm gonna go Despicable Miis in 5. I think they break the Game 4 streak today, but I do think that they go 4-0.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, we don't know anything past a Game 5, so I'm hoping for a Game 5. But from what we've seen, obviously the 75% win rate means they are wiping everything in 4, which, I mean, very good stat to have. But regardless, I think my prediction, I think I'm going to have to oppose you here, and I'm going to go Backboard Bros in 5. I'm really hoping for a Game 5, because both these teams are just a powerhouse. But although, yeah, I'm still going to stick with it. I'm stick with my gut. Who knows? I think Backboard Bros are coming off of a reverse sweep to, I want to say Swamp Donkey's team. I don't know what team that one is. But, yeah, so they're probably going to be looking for revenge here in the slightest. So, anyway, that's my prediction. We both have a Game 5 going. So, hope that happens.
I mean, I'd love to see it.
That would be a sweet Game 5 to have. That would be a very cool Game 5 to have.
I have a reading quiz due at midnight, but it should only take me like 5 minutes. So if it does go Game 5, it won't be that big. I don't think it'll be that bad, but...
So ChatGPT is always there for you.
True. Very true.
Yeah. Just trying to spam these guys with invites to join up, but...
Well, I think we're going to have to yap for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It looks like...
Definitely will.
Ham at least has... roughly 15 seconds left in this game, so
both teams are sub-minute left in their games, which, how dare them for holding us up. How dare.
True.
Okay.
True. Someone's gonna have to give up warnings.
Third artifact. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, artifact. Definitely have the winning prediction here. But, I don't know if that's a bot or whatever, but anyway, yeah. Hopefully we get a Game 5. I do not want to sweep, because sweeps are always boring, unless, obviously, you're on the winning side of that. Then, you know, it's always cool and a big flex to have a 3-0 sweep on going your favor. But content-wise, we have more ability to get cool stuff to happen in a Game 5. So, I don't know if either of the teams are watching, but please make that happen, because that would be preferred. Anywho. Looks like all these guys have joined up. Make sure these guys are ready. And we will get this show on the road. Cool. Hypnotic, Ecrux. No.
I am looking forward to this.
Dope.
This should be a really fun series of Rocket League, no matter what happens. So
Honestly. Yeah, no, it should be very, very back and forth. Hopefully not, any Brazils or anything, but yeah. I'm very excited. As we start this game one here, let's hope we don't have anything too scuffy.
hey, no bots. That's a good thing.
Yes, exactly. No bots yet. Nothing too bad there, but game one underway here, and it looks like we're pretty much good off the bat. I'm gonna fix cameras just a little bit here, but yeah, starting off game one, Despicable Miis trying to keep their undefeated record, hopefully wiping this team in 4 to keep their 75% win percentage. And Backboard Bros coming off of a reverse sweep, trying to get that redemption win against the #1 seed.
Yeah, and right now, I think both teams are kind of feeling out each other. There hasn't really been any, as we see a double commit happen, but there hasn't really been any grade A opportunities yet. I mean, we are almost
You spoke.
in, but I know I almost spoke that into existence. But we're starting to see a lot more demos, and the pace is starting to pick up just a little bit here. As this one kind of floats mid, Spoop, no boost on the backboard, kind of has to throw himself at it. Hypnotic kind of gets a soft touch to the corner, gets 100, works it around 1, but unable to find that second touch. As here we see Remzik get 50'd by Spoop, and Aqua is going to collect on the backboard.
Yes, for sure. You see a nice little 50 coming up from Ecrux. Can he get the Doomsy? Remzik is there to say not today. Hambung is with no boost. Little overflip here. Ecrux takes over. Can he get it around Remzik? He can't. Remzik with a great save, ending on no boost. Spoopy's up again with no boost. We see 3:30 left in this game. Still plenty of time for something to happen, but we haven't seen anything happen quite yet. So Remzik trying to do something fancy in the air, but Ecrux says not today.
As we see Spoop find the bottom right corner, and I spoke this pre-game, but he has yet to find a way to get more shots into the back of the net if they're going to have a chance to win this series. And starting it off real strong.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Great way to start off here. Obviously, Despicable Me is leading here. Hope they can finish this game up here. Keep that 1-goal lead, but, again, 3 minutes left. Anything can happen. This will be a little mistouch here. Coming up from one, Hypnotic with a shot on it. Ecrux had to follow up, putting the second one on the board for Despicable Me's.
I don't really know what happened. I think Aqua just got a little bit of a misread. Nobody really on the backboard to follow it up, but, I mean, hey, 2-0 Despicable Me's.
Safe.
Just like that.
Can't complain. Can never complain about that. But 2-0 Despicable Me's lead. You see a nice little 50 coming out here from Ham. Let's see what he's going to do here with no boost. Hypnotic doesn't know that. Just kidding. Oh, well, I forgot to do this here. There we go. Much better. Looks a lot cleaner now. Anywho, Ecrux picking up that corner boost, trying to get a little touch out here. Ham, I don't know what's going on with his camera. We see Aqua challenging Spoop with the lob over. Remzik is back to get it away from their net. Aqua, a little mistouch here, a little misflip. Backflip, tactical, hell yeah. Whoop. And we see a little slow shot on Spoopyman, getting the little lob shot and putting him up 3-0.
What I'm seeing from Backboard Bros right now is it looks like they're just trying to force things. I'd like to see them kind of slow it down and play for better touches, I guess. They're kind of just like throwing themselves at the ball and giving away possession. So, and against, the 1-2 duo of Ecrux and Hypnotic, they're going to make you pay every single time.
Yeah, no, for sure. Ecrux and Hypnotic, as we saw stats-wise, really, just going crazy for their team. See Ecrux trying to get a 50 around Remzik, but Remzik with low boost gets it back over there, and then Spoopyman's up on the wall, able to bang it back over the Backboard Bros half. See an almost great 50 here coming out from Spoopyman on Aqua. He doesn't quite get it. Ecrux is up. Dangerous man in the air, but he's low boost, so he has to fade away. As you see, almost a touchdown from Hypnotic. Doesn't quite get it, though. Remzik gets bumped for his efforts, and Aqua tries to get a 50 with Ecrux.
And, the boost control that Despicable Me's has is almost choking out the Backboard Bros opportunities. Like, they haven't really had any decent chances to even counterattack because they're struggling just to find boosts, it seems like.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's always just a real struggle, especially when you don't have boost. We see a Spoopman flick around one. Nobody's there to follow up, though. But yeah, no, I mean, low boost, it's a great way to just deprive the other team of getting really any good touches. But being on the receiving end of that just obviously sucks. As we see a little miscommunication here. Aqua is able to get something back here. Spoopman with a little pre-flip. Coop would be proud. Ecrux is up, gets the double. Doesn't quite do anything with it. Remzik is up. Can he get a touch here? He can't. Over in the corner. Little whiff from Despicable Miis. Pass down attempt from Remzik. Doesn't quite get it. And Ecrux is up with a minute left. Backboard Bros need to do something here.
Yeah, they need to find one real quick because, I mean, in threes, it is pretty difficult. As Remzik almost finds one immediately after I say that, I'm going to shut up because it seems like every time I say something, the opposite happens. Or it happens. But I mean, these guys have got to find one ASAP as we see a passing play start to develop, but Aqua unable to get it back over to Remzik. So Remzik finds one mid, but Spoop finds a big booming clear.
Indeed, Hambungus grabs the corner boost. As fortunate as it is, I think this will probably be a clamps on game one, but let's see if Backboard Bros can get a little bit of momentum going into game two. You see 10 seconds winding down here. Ecrux is up on the ceiling with no boost. Doesn't quite get the touch here. Spoopyman tries to get a 50 around Ham. Doesn't quite get it. And we see Hypnotic in the corner picking up the boost, keeping the ball alive. Props to him. Remzik is up. Can he get the reset? He does get the reset. Not quite the shot on before Spoopyman deflects it away. Bounce off the corner. Will the ball drop here? Not quite. Remzik is up, gets to the corner, and wow, props to these guys for keeping it up for so long. The Spoopyman kills it maybe with a mistouch, wrapping up that game one and giving the Despicable Miis the win.
Yeah, I mean, that was pure dominance of a game one from Despicable Miis. I mean, as we look at the stats, I mean, they had 9 shots compared to Backboard Bros 3. So it's, I mean, it just seems like Despicable Miis had it in Backboard Bros half the entire game.
Oh yeah, I mean, very, very dominant performance. Obviously, all their scores and stuff are quite high, so you know, props to them for that. Yeah, no, just a very dominant performance by Despicable Miis. And Backboard Bros with an okay-ish amount of saves, but not enough to quite fend off this Backboard Bros team. But remember to ready up here, Zach. There you go. Anyway.
Gotcha. I didn't know if we wanted to talk a little bit. I didn't know if we wanted to have a conversation.
Nah, dude, I would, but no, these Div-A guys they're here to ball out, get on the road. Yeah. So I would want to, you know, converse, maybe have a little sentimental back and forth here, but these guys are stopping me, and I don't like it.
We could have a picnic, but no. These guys want to just get a move on. I mean, I respect it, but one thing that I'd like to see.
Ooh.
Is how about
there
that?
We go. That's what you want to see.
11 seconds in, Aqua finds a bounce shot that, I mean, I say it all the time. Nobody expects the bounce shot. But what I was going to say was I'd like to see Remzik kind of take things into his own hands a little bit this game. I mean, he put up 2 shots last game. I don't know if that's because Despicable Me shut him down, but, I mean, he's got to find a way to kind of step it up here in game 2, as that's a really good chance, and it's still going to float middle as he finds a pass over to Remzik, but it is not going to get there, cut off by Ecrux. As he stays on the ball, but gets cut off as Aqua gets a pass up to Remzik. Maybe a double opportunity, as that's just going to float in. All right.
Another nice little cheeky goal.
It seems like every time I talk, something good happens for Backboard Bros. And I bet against them, so I don't know how to feel about that.
Just shut up from here on out. If you want your prediction to go good, you gotta shut up here. Yeah, I mean, 2 little cheeky goals, I guess you could say, from Backboard Bros. You see, kickoff goal, I guess, you know, ball doesn't lie. Every time I talk, Despicable Me scores. So, way to come back from that, Despicable Me's.
I mean, we should have went against our predictions at this point.
Honestly. Little flipperoonie there. But yeah, I mean, Backboard Bros got 2 little cheeky goals, little bounce shot from Aqua. Obviously, Despicable Me is able to counter on that with the kickoff goal. Ball don't lie. Score back to 1-0, doesn't matter. But we still got plenty of time. Again, I keep saying that, but I mean, I'm not lying. Rocket League time always goes a lot slower, especially when, you know, it's a game like this. But anyway, 2-1 Backboard Bros. Hopefully going to take down this Despicable Miis for their first of hopefully three losses for them. We see a little whiff coming out here from Backboard Bros. Hambungus is back with low boost. Is able to make the touch, though. Remzik able to get a double off the wall here. Hypnotic, good shot on, and enough of a laser to put in, giving him the tie.
And what a read. Who is the spoop on the sidewall, reading that double, pretty much pre-flipping into it and getting that mid for Hypnotic to just bang it home.
Oh yeah, indeed. Good pass by him. But yeah, Aqua just, he did have the boost to get up to it, but maybe just a little bit too awkward to really get a decent touch on it. Unfortunately, you see Remzik 15-2 of the Despicable Miis members. Isn't quite able to get it in, though. Spoopy gets a little touch, tries to get a little touch around Remzik. Isn't quite able to, though. Fakes the flip up. Can Spoopy put it in here? Not before Hambungus is back to say not today with that effort. And who was that? Hambungus smacked into the wall by Ecrux. Hypnotic gets the boost in the corner, goes up off the corner. And Aqua, tactical fake here. Is somebody back to redirect that away? Hambungus is there. Aqua goes for the corner boost. Is Ecrux there to double it? He can't quite get it. And Remzik tries to get it clear. Doesn't quite get that one either, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough angle. You're trying to create separation between you and the backboard to get the angle down to the net. But when you're moving at that pace with very little boost, it is quite impossible to find that angle. But as we see a pinch come out, and it's just going to go right under, I think that was, I didn't catch who was in that there.
Oh, it's Aqua.
It's Aqua, yeah. I respect the pre-flip because most pinches kind of have a little bit of elevation to it. But that just kind of glided along the ground, just quite literally perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, what a play by Ecrux. Like he had said, a lot of those pinches tend to get a little bit of air time, but yeah, I mean, that one just very, very quick roller, catching both Remzik and whatever off guard, but Spoopy Man gets a nice little inverted flick around two here, putting them up 4-2 in the series. Good shot by him.
Yeah, and what a game that looked so good for Backboard Bros to start it out has flipped on its head in the last minute and a half. I mean,
oh, maybe we see another one.
I know. It's so hard to keep up with all these shot attempts, but Hambungus looking for a double tap, but he gets bumped off as Remzik now puts it backboard. And I mean, these guys are looking pretty awkward in that, but that's a big touch from Hypnotic to kind of buy them time to find boost. As he's still following it up, Spoop kind of looks for a bump, can't find one, but Aqua able to kind of clear it out as Aqua kind of chases his own 50. As this one's kind of sitting mid, we see maybe a tactical fake come out.
Yeah. No, a bunch of... What was that?
I was going to say that starts to look a little dangerous with Hypnotic having 60 boost on the sidewall, but it was shut down pretty quick.
Yeah. Now, I will say, one thing I am starting to notice is that Backboard Bros tend to be a little bit awkward on defense here, and they keep only having one guy back. You see Remzik getting a 50 around two of them, opts for the boost. Can he do it here? Oh, please, Remzik, do it. Doesn't quite get the reset, not quite able to put it on, and Aqua with the, oh my god, just wide left. Not quite able to put it in there. Ecrux is up, gets off the corner. Remzik is up to get Ecrux without the ball here. Spoopy Man looking awkward in the corner. Aqua is on, no boost. Remzik's there to take over, though, with low boost again. And that's another thing I'm starting to notice, too, is that Backboard Bros just don't seem to have the boost to do what they want to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really good job by Ecrux and Co. to figure out how to... I mean, it's almost like they're purposely timing these boost spawns for Backboard Bros side, because, I mean, they just simply cannot get any boost.
Honestly,
but
I mean...
What I'm seeing as this one might just float in, it does not, as Hypnotic is able to recover, but what I'm seeing is there's a lot of like awkwardness on both sides when it comes to defense, but nobody is really able to follow up the mistouches. So it's, I mean, Despicable Miis are doing just a better job being able to capitalize on those kind of misplays on defense.
Yeah, no, I can't agree with you more there. As we see 20 seconds left here. We've been trying to get something on the road here for Despicable Miis. Backboard Bros looking for something maybe here to give them some life. Remzik gets a 50 around 1, puts it in, makes the game 3-4 with 7 seconds left. There's a chance. There is a chance.
Can we talk about how good that scoop reset was at the midfield line to be able to scoop it and follow it up? I can't tell you the amount of hours that I spent trying to do that, and I'm convinced that it's because I'm on Xbox, or it could just be a skill issue. But we now are at 0 seconds with a 1-goal game, so anything is possible, but that does look like it is going to drop, and Despicable Miis go up 2-0.
Yeah, indeed. A little bit of life coming out from the Backboard Bros offense here, scoring 3. That's 3 more than they scored last game, I'm pretty sure. Not quite enough to get in here, though. Ecrux and Hypnotic, I guess really Hypnotic with a really good game here. 2 goals, 4 shots. Very good offensive pressure, and Spoopyman with 5 shots leading his team. But, yeah, no, good presence by them. But, yeah, again, Backboard Bros need to find that boost, because when they have boost, seems like they can do a lot of good stuff with it. And obviously, we got game number 3 cooking here. So, life on the line for Backboard Bros. They gotta figure something out here to prevent this sweep from happening.
We see again that Despicable Miis. Now, it was a better showing out of Backboard Bros when it came to offensive pressure, but they're still getting outshot pretty heavily. So they're gonna have to find a way to kind of control this, as this one floats very dangerously in front of the net, but able to be cleared out. As Aqua is going to try to redirect this as a shot on net, but it gets sent way wide to the corner net. Now Ham has quite a bit of time here. As he looks to go for a 50, maybe 2. Gets a pretty good 50, and now here's Remzik. Didn't get the first touch that he quite wanted. And now this gets dangerous.
Oh yeah, Ecrux in the air.
Ecrux with full boost, gets a reset. Remzik able to shut him down. But as we just see, Despicable Miis are just following up that first man's play just much quicker than it seems Backboard Bros are able to.
Yeah, no, for sure. Backboard Bros looking a little more solid here, seeming to have a little bit more pressure. Always like to see that. Little pass mid attempt, not quite able to get it. A bump on Spoopyman, maybe disrupts the flow a little bit here. Hypnotic on the wall with no boost. Ecrux is up again here. Misreads the ball here. This is almost an open net opportunity for Backboard Bros. Doesn't quite get it though. Remzik touch on, and top left bins. Again, Backboard Bros starting off strong with a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, and let's see if they are able to maintain this. I think they're gonna have to just go full out this next 341. I don't think that they're going to be able to, because I think last game they tried to kind of slow it down with the 2-goal lead. I think they're just going to have to try to keep the pressure up, try to force enough misplays by this Ecrux Hypnotic duo.
Indeed, yeah, that was almost a dangerous touch here. Ecrux not quite able to get the angle on it though. A pass mid for a hopeful Despicable Miis player, doesn't quite get it though. Yeah, oh my god, will that go in? Ecrux, a little double commit with Hypnotic there, but I think it was pretty much needed there. Hypnotic gets a little backflip. And yeah, this Backboard Bros is definitely flipped the switch here, looking a lot better than the first 2 games.
They are. They're able to find a lot more pressure as this one pinches with Ham, and I think that was Ecrux. But Hypnotic was just in the perfect spot.
Indeed.
Ham kind of hits this one mid to Remzik. Remzik unable to read it, and Spook is going to put it into the wide open net. That is a great play by Ecrux, and then Spoop. I don't know if Remzik expected him to be quicker up to the ball, and that's why he took that angle. Or maybe it was just a misread off the wall, but Spoop able to put it in the wide open net.
Yeah, indeed. I think Aqua maybe had a chance there too, but unfortunately he did get the demo on 1, which I think slowed him down just a little bit too much. Wasn't quite able to get the touch that he wanted. To see a booming clear coming out from Hambungus here. Good job by him. Aqua tries to challenge early. Gets flicked off by Spoopy. Not flicked off, but gets a flick. I'm just going to stop talking. Anyway, Ecrux fakes the challenge here. And Hambungus gets to the ball. Back over to Backboard Bros half. Remzik gets a 50 with Hypnotic, and Hypnotic with no boost wins that one.
Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot more pressure being out for Backboard Bros this game, at least the last like game and a half. But it just seems like one touch is beating two guys right now.
Oh, what a shot!
See a great redirect off the wall, but Spoop is just able to get back. As Spoop is able to follow this one as well, but now he has no boost. So it's going to be a 3-on-2 for just a little bit. As we see Aqua kind of float awkwardly. But what a great save from Ham.
Indeed. Yeah, Remzik looking like he was bumped towards the wall here. Able to get that recovery here. Ecrux there to take over though. Can he get a shot on? Lands the opposing way that you need to on the ceiling there. Doesn't quite have to jump to do that. Spoopyman is up early, pounds it into the ground though. Maybe a failed attempt at a bouncer shot here. Is somebody here to take over for Remzik? Not quite. Aqua waits for the Hypnotic touch. Hypnotic, can he do it? Almost a touch over. Spoopyman with a shot on. Somebody is there to defend though. And Hampungus just stays home, lets the ball fall right onto him. What? Oh my God! Good composure by Backboard Bros.
The Red Seas just parted there. I mean,
Yeah.
they had 3-on-1 and they all went separate ways.
I mean, if it floats your boat, man. But we have tied at 1-1, 50 seconds left, and looking like Despicable Miis are starting to get some momentum here.
Yeah, which is not what you want to see if you are a Backboard Bros fan, because it seems like they are unable to really find any pressure into Despicable Mi's half, let alone clear their own half at the moment. As you see Remzik, he's going to probably have to go big here as he tries to find a touch and a bump, but I'm unable to find it. As Remzik a little bit awkward being able to find the read around one, but Ecrux there to send it to the sidewall. And now this gets dangerous. A mid pass to Aqua, but shut down quick. As Ham touches this to the corner, Ecrux reads it to Hypnotic. As now Remzik hits to the sidewall, and I think he's just going to kill it.
Indeed he did, sending us into a Game 3 overtime. Obviously tied 1-1. Backboard Bros life on the line here, so you got to send everything. Make sure that Despicable Miis don't get something here. You see Ecrux up early on Remzik's touch here. Ecrux with another pinch. Doesn't quite get it though. They were expecting it that time. Hambungus not able to get up enough in time for the save. And Hypnotic puts the dagger in giving him the 3-0 sweep.
I mean, that was just a perfect shot, top right. Ham didn't quite have the boost to get up to it, and I mean, that's a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, I mean, plain and simple, 3-0 sweep. Bing, bang, boom, all done. Yeah, what a performance by Despicable Miis. Looked like the team chem maybe was there a little more average score between all three of them. Obviously, Backboard Bros had a very, very good run there. Had a little bit of life, but weren't really able to capitalize on those offensive pressures that they had. Hypnotic taking the lead in this one with 5 shots. Very good presence by him.
Yeah, I mean, Backboard Bros, it just seemed like their second man was a little bit kind of out of pace a little bit. They didn't really have that second man to really follow up these like first man efforts to get them off the ball or to kind of play it around them.
Yeah, no, for sure. As we get these guys in here, we will start to hopefully I can lock in here, make sure that these guys are accommodated for with this winner's interview. Good job. Nope, I was in the wrong one. I mixed up the teams here. There we go, much better. Anywho, good job on you guys today. Nice job with the old 3-0 sweep. How do you guys feel?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
Some slight,
Yeah, something like. Anywho, obviously, like I had said, 3-0 sweep for you guys. Very good offensive pressure all around. And I'll shoot one here to Ecrux. I know you obviously have a history of being a very dominant force in the air, coming out with some crazy mechs. Was there anything different going into this game, knowing that you were playing against Remzik, or was it just kind of a laid-back, confident kind of play style, and just kind of do whatever you want, and hopefully it goes in?
Well, we kind of had Spoopy on our team, so he's played with Remzik for a season, so he's in his head. He's in his head. So he's just pre-jumping Remzik every single time. It's like, oh, Remzik's about to, oh, never mind, Spoopy's there. So.
Fair enough. And Hypnotic, I'll shoot one to you here next, and So I know a few of those last minute goals came from you here. Just a nice little slicer to the top bins. I think 2 times to like seal you guys the win there. What was kind of going on in your head? Were any tensions high with those kind of open net-ish shots? I know they didn't really have too many people to defend those, but were those kind of nerve-wracking shots, or were those just another everyday little thing for you?
Nah, I play enough games to where those are easy shots for me, so I can usually hit those.
Liar.
And
Those are never easy.
no, those are impossible. I don't know how I hit those. That was luck.
Good. Better response. But kind of Super Dubs, I'll let you ask any questions you have for these guys.
Yeah, Spoop, I got one for you. So I went
good,
into the
Pimp.
series. I went into the series saying that you needed to step it up and you needed to find the back of the net more, and you shut me up real quick with putting 2 in the first game. What was the difference between the past series and this series? Being able to be the anchor on this team.
Bro, I was running some games with my my UND collegiate team earlier today, so I definitely had a couple hours of warm up in under my belt going into tonight's series. Plus another hour warming up with these guys before we just get dialed in, bro. I don't know. Nothing really changed. We were just kind of linking up, you know?
I mean, it looked like a really good series out of you three. I mean, you guys 3-0 swept Remzik's team, so what else do you want? But I mean, I don't really have any questions. Do you have any more, Izord?
Yeah. No. One last question here. This can go to anyone. Not Rocket League related. So let's say, right? Obviously, we're all college students. We've had this experience where you're in a lecture hall listening to the teacher. If the teacher or professor, whatever you want to call him, decides to start hitting the Dougie, let's say, right? Is your first option A, eat your ham sandwich that just so happens to be in your backpack and enjoy the show? Or are you start teaching the lesson and dance with them while dancing, like, while teaching the lesson? Which option are you?
Sandwich.
Sandwich?
Hey, which?
I'd have
Bro,
to go
I'm
sandwich, yeah.
hungry right now. That sounds like a really good option.
And I guess a little extra question for that. What kind of sandwich you rocking? What kind of sandwich
Oh
you
my
rocking?
god, dude! Turkey and Swiss. Give me an OG with some mayo on it. Maybe a slice of lettuce. But normally it's pretty poverty, so normally just turkey and Swiss.
Fair enough.
Put some respect on the PB&J, though.
True.
That is
Yes.
true.
Yeah. No. Heard it here first. A little turkey and Swiss, maybe a dash of mayo, especially for Spoopy here. But good series, guys. Nice little 3-0 sweep to keep that undefeated streak alive, and honestly, just a great match to have, 3-0 sweep. Again, good job, and hopefully see you guys in the winners interview in the future.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
GG's.
Yeah. Anyway, like I had said, very good series tonight. Unfortunately, these guys made it not too very content worthy, but can't complain with a 3-0 sweep, especially when you're undefeated, winning that, getting the undefeated streak alive. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up this stream here?
No, I mean, I'm 2-0 on the season, so I will wear that one. But that was a fun series of Rocket League to watch. I'd be interested to ask Ham kind of what happened, but
Yeah.
looking forward to watching the rest of the season and hopefully get on the desk with you another time.
Heck yeah, dude. And I guess before we wrap up, just want to finish with some closing statements here. Make sure you use the Epic Creator Code for Dcrl. It helps us out greatly on the back end of things. Helps us, kind of provide for you guys that are watching. Follow the Discord. Join that server. Awesome way to meet new people. See who you maybe want to team up with. And if you're in the North Dakota area, you could always sign up for the next year, because obviously this will be the end of the school year for this one. But yeah, DCRL, very good thing. Follow all the socials, and you guys have a good rest of your night.
Yes. Peace.
Toodles.